Hi citizens, welcome back to my channel. We are here to do DOYOUNG's first album, Youth. We are going to split this up into 3 parts because there are 9 songs, so we'll do 3 on each part. So the first one we are going to do Beginning, From Little Wave, and Time Machine, which I'm really excited about Time Machine because of course it is the collaboration between Taeyeon and Mark. Now for From Little Wave, he did a live performance on, I don't remember which SBS radio, but one of them. So hopefully I can listen to that without it getting blocked or anything. But if I do, or if it does get blocked, I will have to kind of adjust that. So be on the lookout for that. But first one we have is Beginning, which I feel like is the perfect way to start out your first album because this is the beginning of his solo career. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into Beginning. Love the piano. This is very pretty.
새로이 불어오는 새 봄의 바람 부를게 바람 따라 더 퍼진 노래 겨울 지나 피어난 내 꿈과 소원을 말할 수 있게 초록을 담은 이 도시를 껴안아 날아 더 위로 저 하늘 닿을 때까지 우주를 넘어
Oh, I like that drop.
나의 바다를 건너 함께 날 수 있다면 노래를 타고 내 꿈에 닿을 때까지 내 우주를 넘어 부를게 새봄의 노래를.
I was gonna say this before I even started the song, but DOYOUNG has the perfect voice for spring. And if you look at Little Light, it that song just kind of encapsulates that feeling you have when it's springtime. Flowers are blooming. There's like a light wind. It feels very nice outside. The sun is shining. There's just so many positive feelings that come with that time of year. But simultaneously, he's really good for winter because DOYOUNG on Coming Home. And DOYOUNG on this winter album that 127 recently did. Beautiful. But I like this drop.
별들의 바다 부를게 반짝이는 새벽별처럼.
Okay, I like the entry of the snare, and I want to say it was a triangle. I thought they were gonna do it again, but they didn't. So I really only had that first listen to figure out what it was, but I want to say it was a triangle. Yeah. Very lightly though. Ooh. He sounds amazing. Ooh, bridge. Ooh. Okay, I have something to say after this, and it may be a crazy thought, but
이곳에서만 나 너에게 새 봄의 노래를
oh, his voice is just so captivating to listen to. Now, what I want to say about DOYOUNG's voice. So, bear with me, there is a point to this. DOYOUNG's voice not necessarily reminds me in sound, but how I feel when I listen to his music, especially his soundtracks, is Phil Collins. If you've ever heard the soundtrack to like Tarzan or Brother Bear, the way that both of those movies are entirely driven by the music. Like, yes, the plot is there to do its job, but like the ebbs and flows of the movie are solely like through the music. And that's how I feel about DOYOUNG. Like, I feel like DOYOUNG could do that with a movie. Like, you could give DOYOUNG the ability to do the entire soundtrack for a movie, and he would perfectly be able to capture the like essence and the story of the movie. Like, he just has so much emotion in his voice that he has that ability to do so. He has the ability to drive the feelings of a movie with his voice. So if directors, producers out there, whoever is in charge of the soundtracks for movies, if you need somebody that you want to do the whole thing, I have a man for you. But this was so good. I'm very, very excited for From Little Wave because I get to hear like, this is DOYOUNG. It did raw, pure DOYOUNG. This is going to be so good. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into DOYOUNG's live performance of From Little Wave. I really, 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 really hope this doesn't get blocked. Let's go, DOYOUNG. I like his outfit. DOYOUNG always dresses so well.
머뭇한 파도는 작은 물결을 남기고 가 다 지나가 버리면 결국엔 나 혼자만 남아
Okay, he hadn't even done anything super crazy, and my ego for being an in-citizen is like massive, massive.
너를 남기고 가
I stand singers.
다 지나가 버리면 결국엔 나 혼자만 남아 네가 쥐어준 말들이 내 곁에서 맴돌아 내 세상은 수없이 넓고 복잡해서 내게 닿지 못해 보여도 사실 나는 말야 그렇게 다른 사람이 아냐 그저 모르게 난 내 맘이야 숨어있는 눈물을 닦아줘 나는 언제나 아이야 사랑을 나누고 싶은 맘이야 넌 내게 필요한 사람이야 너만
This song is very easygoing.
알아줘
So the thing about DOYOUNG, and this isn't really just about DOYOUNG, this is kind of all SM, and I say SM specifically because almost all the soloists I'm a fan of are from SM, because I haven't had time to branch out into other soloists. But the funny thing about it is because when they're in a group and they do ad-libs and background vocals and everything for the group, it's significantly easier to hit those on stage because usually they're not also doing the like top line with it, so you're not having to sing two parts. So Doyoung's backtrack here is getting all the ad-libs and stuff he can't do, and all the like doubling he can't do because he has to sing the main line of the song. So it's always funny to me that even on their solos, that all that layering you're still gonna get.
우린 같은 바다 속에 머물러 있는 걸까 떠도는 마음들이 잠시 가까워졌다가도 빛이 떠나간 뒤에 그림자가 된 너는
This is like a walk in the park for him. It's so crazy.
나에게 닿지 못한 나의 텅 빈 마음을 어떻게 채워낼지
See, like all this.
싶지만 마냥 하고 싶은 말이 너무 많아 설명할 수
Seeing
없는
Doyoung.
내 맘이야 감춰진 나의 모습을 봐줘 너는 나의 바다야 곁에 두고만 싶은 욕심이야 난 내게 기대는 사람이야 네 앞에서 더 아름다워져
But he's still gonna like nod along with it.
나의 바다야 언제나 나를 지켜봐줘 너는 나를
I like this guitar.
세게 안아줘
Ooh! I have a strong. Oh, I did see he did a like interview session with Kiss of Life where they were doing like the baby bread pose, which I thought was absolutely adorable. But I feel like with Doyoung's my reaction to Doyoung's album, I feel like I'm not gonna talk very much, just because it's just nice to see Doyoung like do his thing. Oh my god, this next collab, this is an insane collaboration. These three individuals, so incredibly talented. He could have picked anybody. But the fact that he came up with these two, oh, I know it's gonna be so good. But like I was saying, I just kind of want to like let Doyoung do his thing. Like listen and let Doyoung showcase why he is Doyoung of NCT. Why he is one of the best vocalists in the industry. You know what I mean? But the songs are just like so perfect for him. Because I think I saw an interview, saw a snippet of an interview that like he talked about when you think of NCT, you don't necessarily think of him. But I think one of the great things about NCT is they all bring in they have different purposes for the group. Like of course, like he mentioned Taeyong and Mark, so I'm gonna mention Taeyong and Mark. Neo to a T. Like they bring in the Neo aspect of it. Makes a lot of sense. But that's not all you need to make NCT's music NCT. Like NCT 127's sound would not be NCT 127's sound without Doyoung. Like he is such a staple. Like they're all staple members, because they all bring their own individuality and own like individual abilities, colors, whatever to the group. Whether that is singing, rapping, dancing, they all have what they need to make up NCT 127. And if you take any of those parts out, it's just not the same. So even though Doyoung doesn't necessarily recognize himself as like one of the first choices that you think of when you think of the Neo brand, he's still such a crucial part of that brand. and what makes that brand what it is. Time machine. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this.
엊그제 네 집 근처 나무미 둘이서
We are starting off with vocalist Mark. Very excited.
엊그제 네 집 근처 나무미 둘이서 귀에 윙하던 먹이도
Sing, Mark.
사랑 소리에 춤춰 When I look in your eyes 대륙을 스웨이시해 우주선 데이터 Love is right Oh can we imagine life 혹시라도 if we fall out of love Let's go back in time
Oh. Sorry, Mark. I didn't mean to... Harmonies. Harmonies are my favorite thing in the entire world. I hope we get a Taeyeon and DOYOUNG harmony because I know it will be phenomenal. Mark has the most... He has the stupidest lyrics. Because what do you mean? Take me to space with you, have a spaceship date. When I look in your eyes, I can see the stars. Mosquitoes buzzing in my ear, dancing. Mark... These are so beautiful. I need to, my poet, my writer, my author, Mark Lee, your lyric ability continues to blow me away. And simultaneously makes me sad at the same time.
소리에 춤춰 When I look in your eyes 대륙을 스웨이시해 우주선 데이터 Love
I simultaneously also think
Oh can we imagine life
see stars in Mark's eyes when I look at him.
Let's go back in time
So it's mutual.
떠나볼까 time machine 다시 처음에 you and me 정해진 destiny Cause we still fall in love again 시간 여행으로 널 바꿀 수는 없나 봐
It kind of sounds like Mark's doing the background background vocals for this section. Oh my god, it doesn't end. We get a whole section of harmony. Oh my god. Taeyeon is just one of the most beautiful singers I've ever heard in my life. I loved it. When I said soloist, I'm a fan of Taeyeon. Taeyeon was actually one of the first soloists I became a fan of.
Look in your eyes. 메마른 감정과 시를 길러 love and right. Oh, let's not imagine life. 우리는 언제부터 이렇게 잘못된 걸까? Oh no.
It keeps going.
떠나볼까 time machine. 다시 처음에 you and me.
I'm gonna cry.
정해진 destiny.
Sing. Singers, sing. Oh god, it just keeps going. I need y'all to perform this at least once. Oh. Oh, we're about to get all three. I'm gonna scream. I might have screamed if I hadn't stopped it. This climb that they do, the da 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 da, all the way up. Oh. Okay. Taeyeon. Yes, Doyoung. So, I feel like they always super duper ultra mega rush the SM Town projects. But with the SM Town projects, we get collaborations amongst idols and different groups. Well, when we don't get that, we get things like this on solo albums when they ask each other to collaborate on a song. Mark did it with Schumann and Yes Sung. Prior to, I want to say there's been other people who have collaborated. Jeno did it with Key. There's other collaborations I am missing, but those are the ones that come off to the top of my head. This is, I almost want to make it like if I were in charge of the SM Town artist, they would be treated so much better. But I'd be like, hey, can we do like a mandatory, like at the very end of your album, you just collaborate with somebody else in the company? Because fans would love it, actually. I don't know about all fans, but I would love it, and I'd be very happy. And we get things like this, and this was absolutely magical. My favorite song my favorite B-side so far, because just everything about this was excellent. They were all doing like ad-libs. We had Taeyeon and then DOYOUNG and then Mark with a high note, and then back to Taeyeon doing what Taeyeon does best, back into DOYOUNG doing his powerful vocals. Oh god, it was amazing. Everything I could ever ask for in the world. This was a great way to end part 1. I'm thrilled I got to experience this. With that being said, be on the lookout for part 2. I'm recording it immediately after this, but it should also come fairly soon after this one does. But be on the lookout for that, and I will see y'all in a sec. Bye, citizens.